How to install a fence. Installing a garden fence is a great way to mark your boundaries and give you more privacy and security. With a wide range of paints and wood stains available, fencing can be a stylish, practical, and cost-effective addition to your garden. You'll find a full list of tools and materials you'll need at the end of this video. It's best to carefully plan your fence before starting. See our online guide or leaflet for advice on planning and preparation and aftercare. Before you begin, check the area with a cable avoidance tool. You can find these at your local tool hire centre. Remove any rocks or debris from the area and carefully dig up any small plants or shrubs that you want to replant later. Then, mark out the position of your first fence post. Use a spade or post hole digger to dig a hole appropriate to the length of post you are using. This tends to be about 600 mm deep by 300 mm square. Add about 25 mm of gravel or MOT type 1 to the bottom of the hole. This will aid drainage and will reduce the chance of the post rotting over time. Place a length of fence post into the hole. Use a spirit level to check that the post is perfectly vertical on two adjacent sides. Then, screw pieces of timber to the post to hold it in place until you are ready to add Postcrete. Following manufacturer's instructions, add your Postcrete and fill the hole until the mix is about 25 mm below the soil line. Continue to check that the post remains vertical. Use a trowel to create a gentle slope in the Postcrete so that rainwater runs away from the post on all sides. Then, check the manufacturer's instructions on drying time and allow the mix to set before removing the timber props. Once the first post is in position, use stakes and a string line to mark where the fence will run. When marking the position of the posts, it's a good idea to cut a section of timber batten to the same length as your fence panel. You can use this as a guide. Then, mark out where the center of each post will be. Repeat the above process and install each post one by one until they are all in place. Double check that the posts are level by laying a piece of timber across the top of two consecutive posts and checking with a spirit level. If your fence panels are dip treated, it's best to protect them from rot by installing pressure-treated gravel boards at the base of each panel. Start by marking the positioning of an L bracket onto each post. Then, use a drill or electric screwdriver to fix an L bracket to the base of each post. Secure the gravel boards through the L bracket with 20 mm screws. Mark out the positions of two U brackets to the inside of each post. One 150 mm from the top and one 150 mm from the bottom of where the fence panel will be. Secure the U brackets in position with 35 mm external grade screws. Then, carefully lift the fence panels into position, sliding them down and between the U brackets. It's a good idea to ask for a helping hand when doing this. Secure the panel in place with 35 mm external grade screws. If you need to trim a fence panel to fit the remaining space, measure out the section you need and mark a saw guideline. Then, remove the framing battens from the front and the back of the section you will be using. Carefully saw down your guideline before securing the framing battens into the required position. Then, fix the panel. If you're adding a trellis to your fence, then you should have ordered posts that are long enough to accommodate their extra height. To install the trellis, start by fixing a U bracket into the middle of where the trellis will be positioned on both posts. If your fence is in a particularly windy spot, it's best to add an additional bracket on either side. Slide the trellis into position and secure through the brackets with 35 mm external grade screws. Repeat this process until your trellis is complete. Finally, add a neat finish and protect the end of the wood by adding a post cap. Pre-drill a hole before securing the post cap with one screw. Here is the list of tools you'll need to install your fence. And here are the materials you'll use. And this is the recommended safety equipment needed.